Hi Sagittarius, welcome back to my channel. This will be a reading for Sag, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Having a look to see what cards come up for you for the month of February. Now, because this is a general reading, Sagittarius, I do provide an extended version where I do explore love and career in a little bit more detail. So if you are interested in exploring that extended version and seeing what additional messages come up for you, you're more than welcome to click on the link in the show more section. Now, let's jump into it and see what comes up. Sagittarius, just want to say thank you again for liking, sharing and subscribing. Really does mean a lot, so thank you kindly. Let's have a look and see what comes up. Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Okay, this is quite powerful here, Sag. You've got two aces in the one reading. That doesn't happen very often, so it's come up for you. But let's start up with the top left-hand corner, and you do have the beautiful Ten of Cups. Now, the Ten of Cups is a wonderful card where we celebrate family, relationships, friendships, anything to do when we're anything to do with being connected to other people. So there's a beautiful coming together, I feel, happening here. Now, for some of you, it could indicate a relationship or meeting someone who is going to be a significant person in your life. It can obviously mean reconciliation for exes and those, especially if you have children with someone. For those Sagittarians who have an ex, you have children with them, this could mean that you're coming into civility or you're coming into a more peaceful or harmonious period of your connection, okay? The Ten of Cups is the rainbow after the storm. So for a lot of you, you're actually ending a toxic cycle and coming into something that's going to bring much more peace, much more color, flamboyancy, and tranquility into your life. Now, the Ten of Cups can also be a card of the home, children, fertility, working from home, sprucing up the home, changes or new additions to the family as well. Can also be coming up for some of you, but this is in particular, the cups point to emotion, and this is you feeling a wonderful feeling here. So for a lot of you, there's going to be cause to celebrate, or there's cause to get excited about something here, which is really quite powerful. Now, you also have the Ten of Cups, which the Ten of Pentacles, which can be earth energy, Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo. In particular, in that middle column here, Sagittarius, you potentially have a new money-making opportunity or a new earth sign that's coming into your life. I often associate the Ten of Pentacles with creating a legacy here, and I say that because you can notice that there's people in the cards here, there's monetary gains, there's physical gains that have come up with the Ten of Pentacles, and it's about creating something. Now, for a lot of you, you might be entering into a family business or working from home, or you're receiving money, more money that you're going to put towards the family home, or potentially into moving or relocating to a new home, okay? The Ten of Pentacles, it is a card of busyness and tasks and errands. There's a lot that might be outstanding here for you. It could be tasks. It could be like a to-do list. It could be ticking off your bucket list. It could be anything to do with debt. It could be something that you're still left to do in a relationship, for example. But things are going to be really fast-paced, I feel. And you could be bumping into someone unexpectedly. And I say that because you can see these people sort of waving each other, waving each other off as they pass by. So there could be some sort of reunion, okay? And there's a sort of reunion that I see, and there's the bumping into with the Ten of Pentacles. But this bumping into is actually going to create a new path somehow. So for some of you, you might be bumping into an ex-lover, for example, and it's actually going to open up another door or give you another opportunity, okay? It could be bumping into an old friend you haven't seen for a while. It could be bumping into an old colleague, a family member, but there's something that they'll have to offer you, something that'll be connected to them. And it's going to open up or pave way for a new chapter in some way, shape, or form here. Now, for some of you, there could be some sort of confusion or complications in terms of love or choices or in relationships. I often associate the Three of Swords with deceit, a third-party situation, having multiple options in love, or someone else gaining your attention or gaining your partner's attention. Now, that's not to predict that's happening for all of you Sagittarians, but the Three of Swords can show this sort of energy is around you. For some of you, it might be a month where you're healing from heartbreak. For some of you, it might be a period where you're choosing between head and heart. There could be indecisiveness. Your heart might be telling you one thing, logic might be telling you one thing, but your emotions, your heart, your soul, your higher self might be telling you another or drawing you to something else. In this last column here, there's lots of swords energy, which is air energy. This is Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Some of you might have an air sign around you that's going through a tough time, for example. It could be a friend, it could be a lover, it could be a spouse, it could be an ex. There could be a lot of confusion happening around an air sign. And I feel like they're going to communicate because they're coming up as the Queen of Swords. So they obviously have something to say, and they obviously mean what they say. So pay attention to what's being communicated to you. Even if this is not an air sign, it could be someone who's exhibiting a behavior where they're somewhat confused, and they might be communicating that with you, or they want communication. The Queen of Swords craves that sort of interaction and reassurance, and I feel like that's someone could be craving that from you. There could also be someone reaching out to you this month as well. You've got some wonderful aces here, which is very good news. Now, the Ace of Wands can be a fire sign, so it might be a fire sign coming through, an Aries, a Sagittarius, or a Leo. The Ace of Wands can indicate an opportunistic time that's being given to us, handed to us by destiny, by God, by the universe. Now, the Ace of Wands for a lot of you is sitting under the home, the family card, the card of happily ever afters here. So I feel like you have an opportunity to create something really wonderful this month. Anything around children or the family home or relationships, or to mend relationships or to weather the storm and come out of it unscathed. That's coming up as something quite prominent for a lot of you Sagittarians in the month of February. The Ace of Wands can also be a new lust or a physical attraction that's happening around you, or it can be a very opportunistic time to regain intimacy or find that spark again with someone special. So it's really a time when we need to take the wand and take physical action. So something about physicality, physical appearance, health, becoming more active, mobility. It could even be a new home or a new living situation. But there's a lot of fire, okay? And fire is motivation, it's energy, and it's conflagration. So it happens quite fast, okay? So I do feel like it's following suit to that theme of things happening fairly fast for you during this month. It could be a new career path or a new job opportunity as well. Again, a lot of offers coming in around you because you do have that Ace of Pentacles as well. Now, this rules earth energy, so it might be an earth sign, a Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo. The Ace of Pentacles can also be a new job or career path or person or money, an incentive, a financial offer, deposits on homes, or even a new asset that might come into your possession, or of some sort of financial offer that might be extended to you with the Ace of Pentacles. It might also be that you are spending quite a bit of money on something here, but I feel like it's to do with your future studies, future living situation, future children, future relationship. Long-term planning or long-term visions are going to make you possibly invest in something here. But I sense that it is for your future here, Sagittarius, okay? But I want to say for some of you, it's a win-win situation because the hand of God, you can see emerging from the cloud here, and they're sort of going in different directions, but they emerge what looks like in this spread from the same cloud. So I sense that there's a win-win situation here, Sagittarius. There might be options presented to you, and there might be options you want to go with more than others. But the other options that are around you aren't so bad either, okay? I just want you to know that the other options or the alternatives to whatever it is you're going through this month, the alternative is not that bad. In fact, it's equally as good. And this is quite powerful. So new beginnings, new starts, new opportunities, new destined changes, absolutely, that are coming in around you. But The options around you, I think you're pretty, you're sitting pretty here. I think you're pretty cozy with what you've got that's being offered to you this month. And again, with those two aces and the Three of Swords, there's definitely something that's going to come up here. And it's going to impact you heavily, or it might require you to think about it quite a lot. Because it could be life-changing. Okay, it could be something that really changes a lot for you. Physically, internally. So there's a lot of consideration or thought that's required, and that's further emphasized here by the Queen of Swords being present. And she's this wonderful figure of, you know, she represents things that are intellectual and bright and optional and analytical. So that's what she's here reminding you of. I definitely feel like it's a month of communication, or you're communicating in leaps and bounds. Effective communication, documents, paperwork, analytics. There's a lot of emphasis on this because that's what the Queen of Swords brings. It can also be someone reaching out to you, blowing up your phone, or being quite persistent. The Queen of Swords seeks answers, okay? Someone might be seeking answers from you this month. You might be wanting to seek answers from them. And it's going to come at a time when it's very liberating to hear what this other person has to say, or for you to say your piece, Sagittarius, because it's been a long time coming. And I feel like the Queen of Swords, you know, the bird behind her is freedom, it's liberation, it's independence, it's autonomy. And a lot of you will feel this way after communicating something that's highly important or urgent, or something that is needing to be addressed here. It could be that you're on speaking terms with someone again, okay, and civil, okay. It's very, there's mutual understanding, but definitely important communication or important conversations will come up in the month of February. But also talking, expressing, or inspiring, or you know, expressing your dreams, hopes, wishes, and wants. That's quite powerful as well for you this month. I will leave your reading at that though, Sagittarius, so thank you again so much for tuning in. Please remember this is a general reading. Of course, it's going to apply very differently to everyone watching. And as I mentioned previously, I do have that extended version where it can explore love and career in a little bit more detail, and hopefully those additional messages will bring you more clarity and insight. And the link to that will be available below in the Show More section.